Today's video, Ian, is sponsored by NordVPN. It's what I use to keep myself safe online, and you can too. If you care about the privacy and the security of your information, NordVPN is giving you 70% off a 3-year plan, only $349 a month when you go to nordvpn.com/CUPodcast or use code CUPodcast at checkout. Plus, you get an extra month of NordVPN for free. This offer ends on Wednesday, August 12th.
Today, having a VPN is more critical than ever. Why? Well, if you're doing anything online, your search history, your information, your browsing habits, everything is out there for people to get a hold of. When you use NordVPN, there are thousands of super fast servers in 60 plus countries, and those connections secure your information using military-grade encryption. There's no data logging. That means your information, what you do online, is nearly impossible to track. Automatic kill switch will shut off the internet if disconnected from the VPN, and it works even in China and the Middle East countries like the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia.
There's a NordVPN app for your phone, for your laptop, for your computer, wherever you are on the go. So that means when you're getting free Wi-Fi at the coffee shop, at an airport, where have you. Things like passwords and banking info are harder to get a hold of. Mac, PC, Android, iOS, unlimited bandwidth, and a money-back guarantee. Other potential benefits: you may be able to hop on servers around the world to help you access streaming services in other countries. Start taking your internet security seriously. Again, that special offer going on until Wednesday, August 12th, 70% off a 3-year plan and 1 extra month of NordVPN for free by going to nordvpn.com/CUPodcast or use code CUPodcast to take control of your internet again. Ian,
Patrick,
we have a scumbag
seller
of the week. This is one that has been in reserve for a while, and this one is no longer for sale. Interesting. And this is what's so strange about this. So this is from the seller, Totoma Sui Store. And before you ask, hey Pat, what's that? There are plenty of sites that spring up, Ian, that usually try to sell tech products or other things that they come up in searches because the prices are so low compared to where you can get them elsewhere.
Right.
Where they are of the too good to be true category plenty of times, which makes me believe when I see some of these sites, wow, this is probably a scam site.
Sure.
Where they just want you to buy shit. Because it's not like a brand name store, and they're like set up like quick little Shopify sites where they set them up, and there's the products are not connected in any way except if you search for them and then click on them. That's how they look like. Powered by Shop Plaza, I guess instead of Shopify. So Ian, what Totoma was selling for weeks was the Galloping Ghost arcade, little tabletop arcade game.
And it's a weird one. It looks like it's a 2-sided tabletop arcade.
Sure.
Whatever. Loaded with obviously pirated games that, they don't have the right to publish. It says it's a 1,500 in one game. And it was selling for $69 to $98.99. I don't know where the discrepancy on, the price would come in. But what makes this one so awful is that they used the name of the famous Galloping Ghost arcade just outside of Chicago, which is a massive arcade with, I would say, probably 500, maybe 1,000 games.
One of the most famous arcades.
Yeah, and I mean they have stuff that you'll never see anywhere. That's where they have the Primal Rage 2 board.
Oh wow!
Yeah, they have Primal Rage 2 there. They have the F-Zero, AX, which I've seen at a couple of conventions. They have the Sonic Trackball game. Anyways, Galloping Ghost is very big, very loved, very well known. And yeah, so they not only are they selling. Not only is this, they're trying to sell an arcade machine full of illegal ROMs. They're also doing it with. The name of a popular arcade to try to get some, what's the word I'm looking for? Something to it. Give
notoriety?
Notoriety.
Well, Ian, that's funny. I'm going to take the stance of, I'm going to allege, it's alleged, I don't know if they were selling a product.
Right. Sure. Maybe they weren't selling anything.
I don't know. That's just my opinion. But when you look at the price for something like this, that seems way too good to be true. And then when you look on AliExpress, Ian, you find the company that actually makes these. It's called Pandora. They produce a lot of these.
Oh yeah, we've talked about the Pandora's boxes and stuff like that.
So this exact model, obviously with different color schemes, and it's slightly different in terms of form, but this model of a which is, it looks cool, honestly. I'd love to see how these are built. If they're built well, I might be into this. 10-inch screen, you face each other. They sell on AliExpress for $165. So if this sells for $165,
AliExpress is already selling stuff at like very, very cheap prices.
Well, here's the point. There's no way in God's green earth, unless these fell off the back of a truck, that they could buy these from Pandora and sell them at $70
and make it
when it retails for $165.
Right.
There's just no way. I'm not even sure that they can wholesale these, what the wholesale price would be. But it's too good to be true that this was actually a thing before that. And they sell a single, and this one was an advertisement for Pandora's box. They have a wooden one which looks cool. But I saw there's links you can see. There's ones that are similar to this one that Totoma was advertising. So I don't know. Maybe there was some production deal they had with Pandora to make these special, or maybe they just photoshopped this. I don't know.
Sure.
Like, because something doesn't line up. It says, like, on the front, established 1994 New York City. Well, that's not Galloping Ghost. They're not in New York City. So I have no idea. It almost looks like it was like the font and color scheme of those fucking hype beast fucking shit.
The Supreme.
Does it look like Supreme?
Yeah, it did. That's actually, it does. It did make me think of that. Just the red and the white.
It almost looks like, was there a Supreme one that came out? Now I'm going to look up Supreme Tabletop Arcade. Now I'm interested to see if they actually produced one or had one that came out. Oh, yes, they did.
Oh, did they?
Pat going, sleuthing it.
Is it official?
Oh,
or
it says Supreme Galloping Ghost. The plot thickens, Ian.
Supreme Galloping Ghost. Okay, all right.
I'll maybe this. What? So did they hire them, or is this a fake one? There's one on eBay for $270. The Supreme Galloping Ghost Arcade 1660 Game Machine Retro Console. There's a bunch on eBay here. Who is selling these?
Yeah, this is not something that
this is not Supreme.
Supreme did not make this. That's just a Supreme logo on there. Yeah, I'm looking at one right now. 10-inch mini bar top Supreme Galloping Ghost Arcade.
Wow.
1660 Game Machine Retro Game Console.
This is now a nested scumbag, a tiered scumbag of the week.
It's Supreme on the top, but Galloping Ghost on the bottom.
What is going on here?
How many random fucking names, businesses can you throw on this to try to make it?
So this is a real product, at least on eBay. They're selling this on eBay for $270.
Yeah, so there's no way they were selling those for $60 or $70.
So this is a double whammy scumbag seller of the week. So this is Totoma. This website definitely wasn't selling these for that low amount because they're losing money at that cost. But now you have multiple sellers on eBay selling something that's branded Supreme and Galloping Ghost, which probably doesn't have the right from either to do that.
No, they totally don't.
Not that I'm not on the side of Supreme, but they're getting their name probably used here, and unless there's something in the script saying this is officially licensed, I cannot picture Galloping Ghost teaming up with Supreme.
Supreme's whole point, Supreme's current reason for existence is to put out stuff that is incredibly limited. There are not 10 of these on. There are not 10. 10
sellers.
That's not how it works. Supreme doesn't go, yeah, sure, we're big into having very limited things, but go ahead and just plaster our name all over these cheap fucking arcade machines that you're going to, make, I don't know how many of.
I think these are Chinese manufacturers that said, okay, Ian, what's an arcade? Galloping Ghost. We search it on Google. What do we know is people like getting? Supreme product. Let's combine them both. And honestly, when you click on eBay, the first feature says Supreme in caps plus Galloping Ghost. That's a feature of the product. Fresh excitement, Ian. Honestly, if this is made well, I would want to try this out. Obviously, in the description, Ian, they blur out the Supreme, a part of the Supreme logo, but they show it in the main photos.
The main image, yeah.
On the eBay shop. When you click on it. None of this makes any sense at all.
No.
So now we found about 12 scumbag sellers a week because now we found them all on eBay selling this thing. So if you really want to buy this, obviously they're selling ROMs that you're not allowed to sell the ROMs. But if you wanted to buy this, you can get the Pandora's box regular one. It's $165 in that range on eBay. The shipping looks to be weird though. $133 to ship it. That seems like that's a little exorbitant to ship that via EMS. So maybe this is really $300 for this thing if you do the shipping.
I also,
again, there's no way that Totomo was selling it for $70. There's just no way.
Right. I also want to state that I would not be surprised if someone ordered this, right? This listing, the Supreme Galloping Ghost one, if they got something that was a completely different color and had none of those labels on it. It's just
now I want to know if Pandora was working with them to make this version. Otherwise, did they buy the shell themselves and put their custom parts on that? This must have been produced by the company. This is the same thing. Even has the switches, the cool little metal switches that turn it on and off. It looks like it's sturdily made. For that amount of money, it better fucking be.
From what I've heard, Pandora's boxes are not very reliable. The point of them is that it's cheap and they have lots of games.
Well, it's not cheap for $270.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. This whole thing looks like a very bad idea, and I think anyone who buys one would be very, very upset with it.
I mean, they're in an Amico price point now. They're at $250 to $300.
Family fun.
Family friendly fun. All right. So all of these Galloping Ghost Supreme arcade sellers, you're the scumbag seller
of the week.